Did you know you can make a low carb cracker in 1 minute? Hey guys, I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today I'm going to show you how simple it is to make a low carb cracker that's gluten-free, super low in carbs, and made with just 2 ingredients. Well, 2 main ingredients, almond flour and water. And of course, you want to add your seasonings of choice. Today, I'm going to go in very basic. I'm going to show you which seasonings I'm using, how to put this together, and guys, how easy it's going to be to come out with a batch of crackers. Now, for these crackers, guys, super simple. We have some fine almond flour. This is just blanched almond flour, seasonings, and a little water. Now, you can mix it by hand, but we're gonna toss it into a little blender just so that it all mixes up. Okay, so we're gonna add in our almond flour. I'm trying to get the almond flour in here without making a huge mess. So let's just get all of our almond flour, gonna toss in our seasonings, and our water. We have our almond flour, a little garlic powder. So this is what's going to flavor. Okay, a little garlic powder, onion powder, and you can probably add, I don't know, it just really depends on what you're going for, but this is gonna be just very, I feel like it's just very basic, like a basic garlic, you know, cracker. Now, those seasonings don't have any salt, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my own salt. And you can add some on top as well afterwards. And we have our water. And now we blend. All right, guys, so I really think that we could definitely just do this in the bowl. I wanted to try it in the mini blender just to see if it would like form a dough, which it did help. As you can tell, it almost looks kind of like wet sand, which is what you're looking for this recipe. But again, I believe that it will turn out even if you just do it in the bowl, okay? So now let's go ahead and knead it a little, and it's gonna form a dough. So now we have our dough, you can see here. Okay, so we're gonna pull out the rolling pin and we're gonna roll this out. Okay, so I'm just placing my dough right in the center, another piece of parchment right over it. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can probably use a wine bottle. You can use basically anything you have on hand that is gonna help you roll it out. And you're gonna wanna roll it out pretty thin. So you're kind of looking for like a 1/4 inch or so. Now I did this really quickly, so there are some parts that are a little thinner. Like I can see this right here, it's a little thinner. Okay, so now I'm cutting the edges just to get a nice clean edge. And of course, we're not gonna throw away this dough. We're just gonna make more. But I just wanna cut them so they look like actual crackers, okay? All right, guys, so I cut everything into squares just so they look, what I was going for is like wheat thins, you know, with the little squares. Now here you can top it with a little salt or whatever, but we're gonna put it in right into the microwave just as is. And then, so I went through with the pizza cutter. So when it comes out, we'll just be able to kind of break it, basically, is the idea behind this. So let's get this baby in, and I cannot wait to show you how this is magically gonna transform into crispy, crunchy crackers. All right, guys, and before we get these crackers into the microwave, I wanna give Magic Spoon a special thank you for sponsoring this part of the video. Now, I grew up being a cereal fanatic. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I have been eating Magic Spoon for years. Absolutely love it. I like all their flavors, but the Blueberry Muffin is definitely my OG favorite. If you guys don't know about Magic Spoon, it's high protein, keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, wheat-free, naturally flavored. Literally has the crunch, it has the flavor, but without the carbs. So some people do get confused here with the breakdown because it does have 15 carbs, but you subtract the fiber, then you subtract the allulose, which is a sweetener, and that's how you end up with 5 net carbs per serving. Now it's 150 calories per cup, 13 grams of protein, guys. 13 grams of protein and only 5 net carbs. Literally, if you love cereal, you miss cereal because you're living a low carb lifestyle, you guys are going to love this. Now, if you have kiddos and you just want to give them like a healthier option to those sugary cereals out there, guys, I'm telling you, let me show you the texture. We're gonna set this here aside. Now, you can go online and create like your own bundle. These are the ones that I chose for this month. Sometimes they do rotate and they have like limited edition flavors and they have just different flavors that you can choose from. But guys, do not judge me, but I have to, 100% have to have ice in my cereal. I've done it since I was a kid. If I don't have it, it just does not taste the same. So we're gonna do little blueberry cereal there, unsweetened almond milk. If you like your milk sweet, you can add a little bit of sweetener to the milk. I like it just as is, but guys, I'm telling you, the crunch on this is phenom. This always hits the spot. You can have it for breakfast. We can even have it for dessert. Best part of it all, tastes delicious and has 13 grams of protein. So if you guys love cereal and you just want a healthier alternative to all the sugary stuff out there, guys, Magic Spoon is phenom. Love all their flavors, but this one here is definitely my OG. You guys can always use my discount code. I'll leave it linked in the description below. You get $5 off using Low Carb Love at checkout, and it's $5 off the variety pack. So you create your own variety. It comes with 4 different flavors. Type in Low Carb Love and it'll get you $5 off. All right, now let's go ahead and make our crackers. Okay, so this is the first time I'm making such a big batch. What I'm gonna do is actually cook it in smaller batches, only because, take a look at this. You can see here where this part is starting to cook sooner than this, and so it will end up burning. So what I wanna do is probably half the batch, cook it first, make sure it gets nice and crispy, and then I'll cook the second. So we'll cook it like in 2 batches, basically. So I'm just gonna use my scissors to cut the parchment, and we will get a small batch in, make sure it's nice and crispy, and then we'll do the second. Oh, maybe now we can use the plate, huh? Yeah. Okay, so I went ahead and put the plate back on. So now the crackers are on the plate and it's gonna go ahead and rotate. So let's go ahead and put it in for 1 minute. Oh, 30 seconds. We'll do 30 seconds at a time just so they don't burn. Nice. They look nice and golden brown. Look at this. Ooh. And they do get crispier as they cool. So meanwhile these are cooling, let's get this next batch right in. And we are gonna have a big batch of crispy. I feel like they taste like Wheat Thins, but we'll call them crackers. So a batch of crispy crackers. Okay, and our second batch is done. Beautiful. Now let's get them into a bowl and enjoy. All right, guys, so we have our bowl of I swear these look like Wheat Thins. Look at this. If you remember the Wheat Thins that come in that yellow box, these are gonna be the closest thing to them. Not only that, not only are they low carb and gluten-free and all of that, they are super, super clean, which is really, really important. Now, we are gonna go ahead and give it a little taste test. But guys, I wanted to do something here on the channel where we do kind of like a question of the day. So on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go do that. I share basically what I eat throughout the day. I share kind of like a glimpse into my everyday life and just kind of show you behind the scenes. So if you want to see a little bit more of that, make sure you go follow me on Instagram. Earlier today, I did a little story where I asked questions. And so on here, I'm just going to be answering them, maybe 1 or 2, depending on how long they are. But some of the questions that came in today were, how tall are you? So I don't know how tall I look on camera, but I'm actually almost 6 feet tall. I am 5'11". So I am very, very tall. And the other question that came up was, how do I stay motivated? Like, how do I stay motivated throughout all these years? Well, guys, I am not always motivated. Over the years, it's just almost, it's a combination of habit, routine. I know what works for me. I know how I feel my best. I do gain weight. Like right now, I would say I'm probably the heaviest that I've been in like 15 years. So right now, what I've just started as of this week is going back to basics. So the basics are always going to save you. The best thing to do is just to eat whole food. So that's basically what I do whenever I do start to gain a little bit of weight. But to answer your question, how do I stay motivated? Guys, it's just one of those things where I push through. You know, you just kind of push through. If you fall off the wagon, get back up, dust yourself off, and then you go again. So yeah, it's been over 15 years now. I've been maintaining my weight that long, so I kind of know how it goes. So if you guys have any questions regarding that, if you're just starting your journey or you're just trying to make healthier choices for you and your family, comment any questions down below, and then on my next video, I will pull a question from there and then do the question of the day. And now the only thing left to do is a little taste test. So these crackers, super crispy, super crunchy, and perfect for either dipping or just snacking. Little subtle sweetness from the almonds. You get the seasoning from the garlic and the onion powder. They're perfect. Guys, you have a microwavable cracker that you can just have, whether you're creating a charcuterie board or just for snacking. It is literally perfect. All right, guys, so I hope you really enjoyed this super easy, simple recipe that I know you guys are going to love. Now, don't forget, after you make it, come back, comment down below, let me and everybody else know what you think. I personally think that you guys are going to love this recipe. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to share my channel along with this recipe with friends and family that are living a low carb lifestyle or just trying to make healthier choices in their life. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.